Tattooed people don't care if you're not tattooed. Stop tattoo discrimination. Oh boy. My tattooed brethren and sistren. This has got to stop. This whole demeanor, this whole kind of sense, it's so mixed up. There's like 9 different points going on at once, you know. On the one hand, you're kind of like, I'm different than you. I'm different. I'm original. You're a sheep. Right after that, you're like, but I should be accepted. I should be accepted for who I am. Don't judge me. First not caring what people think, and then caring very much about what people think. That's so wrong. This kind of aggressive sense of self-entitlement is just not the way to go about doing things. You want equality. You want it to be treated equally by people. By society as a whole, that's not going to happen. Not in the next 50 years, 100 years. It's going to take a while. You're not going to see it in your lifetime unless you're 2. And if you're 2, I don't know why you're watching this, and you shouldn't be. And if you don't stop, I'm going to call your mom, and you're going to get in trouble. People who are of reasonable age I'm talking to here, we're not going to see that in our lifetimes. Tattoos have stigma behind them. They're gonna keep having stigma behind them, you know. You only have to look back so many years to see the biker, the convict, the gang member. It's your job to go out there and to fight that, and not aggressively or act like a dick or post stuff like this. Go out and be well spoken and be nice and be polite and eloquent and educated and get a good job and contribute to our society. That's how you can show people, hey, I look weird. You don't have to understand it, but just know I'm an okay person. Don't be threatened by me. Don't be intimidated by me. Prove people wrong, you know, not aggressively. Don't be standing at the grocery store and you see some little old lady, you know, eyeballing your tattoo, and they'll go, what, this? You got a problem with this? It's not 1920. Don't be like that. That's not going to do anything. Help the old lady with her groceries. Show her that you're no different and that you're a nice person. And hey, the tattoos don't necessarily say so much about someone's character anymore. It just says something about their fashion sense or stuff that they like or art or whatever, you know, whatever reasons you get tattoos. I think our time and our energy is so much better spent than perpetuating this image of, you know, you, I don't care what you think, but I do, and you're gonna think how I think you should think, and you're not gonna judge me in any way. And that's, are you serious? Do you really think that's gonna happen? It takes time, and you have to put the work into it. For instance, I had a job recently for years at a university, a state university. I was an employee. I was a state employee. I wasn't a student there. I got hired on as a state employee, legit. I was a graphic designer. I was a programmer. I made $65,000 a year. It was awesome. It was a great job. They didn't care. My boss didn't care what I looked like. My boss didn't care at all. He was cool like that. He understood, you know, you're an artist and whatever, and that's just artists are weirdos. Sometimes the board members will come into my office and my boss will go, here's Kevin, and he does this, he does that, you know, he's a great asset to the university. And the board members were, you know, kind of suit and tie guys, and I could tell they were just like, and I was proud of that. I was proud of the fact that, you know, they were impressed, and that I wasn't like, yeah, motherfucker, boom, you thought I couldn't be responsible, huh? Don't be like that. That's what I'm saying. To top it all off, this is so counterproductive, you know. The whole point, you don't get tattoos so you can get mad at people who don't accept you for having them. That kind of totally defeats the purpose, you know what I mean? The point is you're getting them because you enjoy them, and you don't care what other people think. And that means you don't care before you get them, you don't care when you're getting them, and you don't care after you get them. And it's annoying. I know I've gone to sit down to job interviews and stuff, and I could just tell right away it was done as soon as they looked at me, you know, and I'm like, gosh, that sucks. That sucks. That's really unfair, you know. They have no idea. But at the same time, I already knew that going into it, and in some teeny way I can relate with them as a business owner, or as a, you know what I mean, why they need to represent a certain image to the public or whatever, you know. So try to be understanding rather than sitting there and just being bitter. You know, go with the flow and work with the flow and show people, prove people wrong. I love you guys, really. I respect what you do. I do it myself, you know, and maybe, I don't know if I love you. I probably shouldn't have said that because I don't know you guys, but you know, if you talk to me, maybe we'll fall in love. I'm married, so I can't. Anyway, let's do that. Let's try that approach. You know, tattooed people, let's go out there and, you know, what do you say?